Hi, I'm Mr. Liggett.
I'm Stevie Liggett.
And what we're going to be doing today is we are going to create a full-size mock-up of your design.
A mock-up is a model of a structure used for instructional or experimental purposes.
What you'll need is your drawing from last week, a large piece of cardboard, a metric ruler of measuring tape, a pencil. We'll use a marker so you can see it better on the camera, and a sharp knife. Make sure to ask your parents for permission before you use it.
This is the drawing we started last week. You can see that I am going to do this drawing right here. You're going to do your number one design. 3.2 millimeters on this drawing is equivalent to 1 centimeter on your cardboard. 32 millimeters on this drawing will equal 10 centimeters on the cardboard. Remember, your bridge is at most 80 centimeters long from this end to this end, and between the edges of the fixture, it's 60 centimeters long. So from this point to this point, the span is 60 centimeters long. The first step in this process is to transfer the outline of your drawing to the cardboard, just the outside lines. Go ahead and transfer that onto the cardboard.
So Stevie marked across the top and across the bottom. Remember, the bridge is 80 centimeters long and 10 centimeters high. We used a tape measure to measure out a full 80 centimeters because our ruler wasn't long enough. We also used a ruler to draw out the outline of the bridge. At the end of the bridge, there's a cutout to go around the fixture. That cutout is 3 centimeters tall, and there's 60 centimeters between them.
Once you get your outline drawn, the next step is to cut it out. What you're going to need is a sharp knife. Remember, a sharp knife is a safe knife. Just make sure you don't cut yourself with it. You won't have to press as hard to get it to cut. Also, when you cut very lightly each pass. Make multiple passes, but cut lightly each pass. You're also going to want to use some sort of cutting board to protect your table from getting cut. Once you have your outline cutout finished, the next step is to draw the interior structure of your bridge. The purpose of this step is to make sure your bridge is exactly the way you want it. When it's on just a sheet of paper, it's hard to tell how it's going to look when it's finished. What we're going to do is we're going to transfer all the interior lines onto our full-size bridge so that we can make educated decisions on if our bridge is strong enough to hold someone like you.
First, find the center of your bridge, both top and bottom. Draw a line straight down the middle of your bridge. Use that center mark to lay out all of your points. Finally, connect the dots and draw out your structure.
Okay, so once you have your final structure of your bridge, you might realize you have a couple of parts to cut off. Okay, this end and this end have triangles that in our original drawing we cut off. So go ahead and take your X-Acto knife and a cutting board and finish up those last cuts. So now we have the finished finished outline of our bridge and we have the interior structure as we designed it. However, you might recognize that there are some things about your bridge that might not be strong enough. You might realize you want to change some designs. Now that you have a full-size mock-up, this would be a good time to start analyzing your design. Ask your parents, people around you, aunts and uncles, grandparents, anyone that might be able to help you out, show them this and ask them what could help you to make it stronger, to make it be able to hold your weight. Might add some additional structure like this to make that stronger. These are considerations we want you to consider for your bridge. In the process of making this, we've made 3 of these. And we were curious on how strong they are and how much weight they might be able to hold. So here is the frame that we are going to test these on. So if I take these and I set them in there and hold them together, there's no glue here yet. Go ahead and here's the stool. You wanna step up there?
I'm around 100 pounds.
All right, let's see how. Now you don't have to put all your weight on it at once. Let's see how much weight it can hold as you do it. Oh, and it broke. So what that demonstration shows us is that 3 pieces of cardboard
It's not strong enough.
is not strong enough, and the way it fails is it bends at the top and it tears at the bottom. Okay? So, something to consider when you're thinking your designs through. Remember, we want it to hold your weight. How much of your weight do you think you put on that?
20 pounds.
20 pounds? Okay. So, something to consider. Hope you have fun with this step, and next week we're going to start building. Also, take a picture of your mock-up and go ahead and post it into the Google Classroom. Mr. Lauco and I would love to see what you guys have come up with. All right, have a good week.